fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and we are going to jump into day 22 of my Advent project. I kind of can't believe I'm here already, day 22, because, I don't know, it just seems kind of crazy that it's already that close to Christmas. So I'm going to zoom you guys in here. And then I'm going to move this around and adjust it a bit so that you guys can see everything. I think that is going to get, yeah, everything in the frame. So let me grab my tray, and I'm just going to jump in. So what's new with me? Let's see. I had a really good day. My husband and I got up and went and did all of our errands. We had to go to the bank. We had to go to the post office, and then we went to the grocery store. My youngest has decided that he wants to bake. I don't know why. He took a home ec class when he was in high school, and he had to make a lemon meringue pie, which didn't turn out bad. I don't like lemon meringue pie, but it didn't turn out badly. And so at Thanksgiving, he decided that he wanted to make an apple pie. And so I just kind of said, okay, and bought him the stuff. Well, he wanted to make it from scratch. So he made it from scratch, including the crust. Because you know me, I don't like fruit pie, first of all. I don't like cooked fruit. I don't like the way it tastes. I like raw fruit. I do not like cooked fruit. So I don't like fruit pie. And so anyway, we ended up buying the stuff so that he could make an apple pie. And like I said, he ended up making the crust from scratch, which I don't do. I've made fruit pies before for members of my family. And, you know, I just take the easy route. I buy a pre-made crust, frozen crust. I buy the cans of filling, and you basically dump and bake, and it all is good. Now, I usually make a cherry pie because that's what my brother-in-law likes. And, but my son decided he wanted to make an apple pie. So got him all the stuff so that he could make an apple pie. And I honestly thought, yeah, he'll forget about it. He won't want to do it. No, he actually did it. And it was actually very, very good. We had it for Thanksgiving. And my sister-in-law loves apple pie and was thrilled to find out that we had some. Because normally on Thanksgiving we have chocolate and pumpkin. And that's usually all I make. And I didn't even know she liked apple pie. She's never said that before. So, it was amazingly good. I had, you know, pieces of the crust because, like I said, I don't like cooked fruit, but it was good. So now he has decided that he wants to make a pecan pie for Christmas. So, which I'm not a big fan of pecan pie either, but, you know, if he wants to make one, whatever. My husband is ecstatic, but my husband is supposed to eat pie like that because it's basically nothing but pecans and sugar. And of course, my husband is all, that sounds awesome. Make it, make it, make it. We had to go to the store to buy all of the things that my son wanted so that he could make this pecan pie, because I had an old recipe of my mom's that I had all the ingredients for, but he wanted, well, except for the pecans, we would have had to pick those up. But he wanted molasses and maple syrup, neither of which we had. So we had to pick those up. So we went to the store, to pick all of that stuff up and to pick up some snacks for my husband because he is still off of work. And he's better, but still not getting around great. He's still kind of limping. So at this point, I think he probably is going to be off until after the first of the year. I think his crew is going to be off the actual, well, they're working part of this week. So they didn't work Monday because they were off after all of the work they did for the storm. But they did work Tuesday, and I think they're working today, Wednesday. I'm not sure if they're going to work Thursday, but I'm pretty sure they're going to take Friday off. And then I don't know if they're going to go back to the work after that or if they're all going to take off until the first of the year. I don't know. We'll see. But in any event, my husband is likely going to be off that long, so. And I've reached that stage of, you know, when you first go on vacation, you're like, oh, I'm on vacation. I've got all this free time. I've got all these things, blah, blah, blah. And then at some point in your vacation, you reach that stage where you're like, I only have X number of days left. And you start this like countdown in your head of, you know, okay, tomorrow when I wake up, I've only got this many days left. And then I'm only going to have this many days left. And I think I've reached that already, which is kind of sad because I still have quite a bit of vacation left, but I have so many things that I want to get done. I think that's part of it, is that I'm kind of feeling overwhelmed with the number of things that I want to get done because it's the end of the year and I'm trying to finish up projects. So I want to get this project finished, which I will. I will finish it on the 24th because I am on schedule with it. I finished my Paint with Diamonds project, so you guys will see that here soon when I do my post review and D-kit of it. And I am currently also working on my third of 4 projects that I wanted to get finished before the end of the year. So it's about probably 2/3 done. But, and I'm going to work on it later today, so it will get done. But then I have my 4th project, which I'm going to start, but I may have to kind of hustle my way through it to make sure that I get it done in time. I have lesson plans that I want to do, and I have, of course, in addition to actual diamond painting kits that I want to finish, I have projects that I want to get started and or film for the channel so that they're ready to go out when I'm done with this advent project. So I just need to kind of finalize in my head what my film schedule is going to look like so I can start filming some things. I've already filmed a couple of things, so you guys are going to, I'll be going back as soon as I finish this advent project. I'll be going back to my regularly scheduled programming, and I will be doing, you know, unboxings and whip and chats and kit ups and D-kits and post reviews and all that good stuff. But I also want to do all of the kind of, here are my plans for 2022 stuff. And I just haven't quite figured out in my head what is the way that I want to do that. So I just, yeah, I need to spend some time with it kind of all cogitating around in my head. But I had a really good day today. I'm filming this later than I normally do. And that's because we went and did all of our errands earlier this morning. But one of the things that we did was my son was complaining that we didn't have a Trivial Pursuit game anymore. And I think I've mentioned before that I'm the kind of gamer of the family. I keep all kinds of board games and card games. And we used to have a Trivial Pursuit game, but it was an older, I think it was like their 20th anniversary edition. So, you know, what, Trivial Pursuit came out in the 80s, so it was in the 2000s. And my son didn't like playing it because all the questions were old enough that, like, they all might as well have been history questions because he had no idea the answers of any of them. So while we were out shopping today, we found another Trivial Pursuit game, and I bought that so that we could play it. And so my husband and son and I spent some time. My oldest had gone over to a friend's house to do their friendmas, as they call it. And so while she was gone, we sat down and played a round of Trivial Pursuit, which my son won. So he's convinced that means he's the smartest one out of all of us. I guess I'll let him continue to think that, even though I know it's not true. And my husband and I also spent some time this afternoon finishing up our murder mystery game, which was fun. We had fun. We actually ended up playing 2 episodes today, which we hadn't intended to do, but we played, there's 6 episodes. We played the 5th one, and I said, you know, do you want to just play the last one so that we can say we're done with it? Because we kind of had stuff spread out everywhere. I mean, I was trying to keep it as contained as possible, but we ended up going back. When we played the 4th episode, we ended up kind of going back through all the previous episodes and getting out a big piece of paper and kind of making notes all over the place, which it turned out to be a good thing that we did that, because the last couple of episodes, there was a lot of note taking and a lot of like codes we had to figure out and stuff like that. So we ended up doing a lot more writing for those 2 episodes than we did for any of the ones previous. So just to kind of be like, okay, let's get this done so we can put everything up and get it out of the way, especially right before Christmas, because once everybody starts opening all their Christmas presents, isn't that the way it works at Christmas? Everybody gets all these new gifts, and then you've got to figure out where everything is going to go. So we went ahead and played both episodes. And when we got done, there was a piece of it. We managed to solve it, and we solved it correctly. But there were just some questions that we had about, well, what about this? Or, you know, did this clue mean anything? And so we went back and found, well, I was looking online and I found some people that had played through it as well. And so I was reading through some of their notes and discovering things that my husband and I had missed, which ended up not being a huge deal because we still solved it, and we solved it correctly. But I was just amazed at the number of things that we actually missed, because we missed at least one thing in every episode, if not more. But we finished it. And I was asking my husband when we got done, I said, you know, do you think it was worth the money? And we both decided that while it was fun and we had fun doing it, we're not sure that it was worth the money that we paid. It was $156, I think, for all 6 episodes at once. Now, I will say, if we had gone the subscription route, maybe it would have felt more worth it, because we would have been forced to wait instead of just doing like we did and going, okay, you know, that episode took us an hour, let's do the next one. And then 45 minutes later, we've solved the mystery and we're done. Because you can't replay these. I mean, who the murderer is never changes, so you can't like play through it again and get a different answer. So once you figure it out, you know, there's really no point in doing it again. Now, I'm going to give mine to my sister and my nephew and let them play through it. We kept everything, and we didn't make notes on any of the stuff that came in the boxes. So give them a shot to kind of go through it and see what they can figure out and if they like it. And, you know, if they like it, great. I doubt they'll want to buy one of their own, but we'll see. And at the least, then 4 of us will have gotten the enjoyment out of doing it. So in that case, it seems a little bit more worth the money. And after my sister and my nephew get done with it, if my daughter wants it, I thought maybe she and her friends would like to play it as well. So just need to make sure that I remember to tell my sister not to mark up anything so that we can pass it on to someone else. But, you know, I told my husband, looking at it just from a strictly material point of view, they send you so much cool stuff. I mean, there's actual items of evidence in each box, in each episode. So like the one that we played, there was a compass, there was a flask, there was a beanie, there was a little medallion, there is a lanyard, all kinds of things, actual material things that they send you, as well as, you know, the printouts of the letters that they send you. And, you know, there were some things like bookmarks and photographs and things like that. So in that respect, you know, I think the $150 was probably appropriate. But I don't know, I just feel like we solved it way quicker than I anticipated, and so we didn't get quite as many hours out of it as I had thought we would. Because, you know, if I'm going to spend $156, that's a good, you know, 20 hours of me diamond painting usually, if not more. So the 6 or 7 hours that we spent solving it, you know, just doesn't seem like that much bang for our buck, I guess. So, I mean, it was fun. I don't want to say that it wasn't fun. It was fun. I just think we were expecting a little bit more. And, you know, I told my husband, for as much stuff as we missed, we were still able to solve the mystery and solve it correctly. So I'm not quite sure what that says. I don't know if, you know, they're trying not to make it too super difficult, because if you can't solve it, then who's going to buy it? But I don't know that it's something that we will do again. I think it's going to end up being one of those things for us that we were like, yeah, heard it, tried it, nah. So, yeah, don't know that we'll be doing anything like that again. But it was fun. It was fun. I don't want to say that it wasn't, because it was. We did enjoy it. I think, you know, that money I could have spent on something else that probably would have given us more hours of entertainment. But it was cool. It was cool to feel like a detective and get to look at all of the evidence and that kind of thing. So I'm curious to give it to my sister and nephew and have them do it and kind of see what they think. Maybe it would be different, you know, if I had someone who had played it before we did, so that we could like ask questions and stuff when we got stuck. Because I'm going to bet that's what my sister and nephew do. That when they get stuck on something, they'll send me a text or something and be like, hey, we're stuck on, you know, where do we go from here, blah, blah, blah. Don't know if that adds or detracts from the experience, but we'll see. Okay, get all the bees in here. This is one of those, it's kind of spread out. I feel like it's spread out, and so I feel like I'm missing stuff because I'm looking in the wrong areas. My knee is bothering me today. It was bothering me yesterday, so I got up this morning and I actually spent some time on the elliptical to kind of work it out and stretch it out because it's been bothering me. I don't know if it helped or made it worse, but I think maybe my cortisone shot is finally wearing off, and I'm going to have to contact the doctor and be like, you know what, I don't think this helped. I think I'm going to have to move on to whatever the next steps are. I need to find the phone number for their office and call them. I was trying to wait until next week because I know nothing's going to happen this week anyway, because everybody's getting ready for Christmas and everybody's likely going to be on vacation and closed and not working because of the holiday. So I didn't figure there was much point in contacting them when I knew there wasn't anything going to get done, but we'll see. Okay, I think I'm going to do L and fill in this big section. And then I'll do E's and fill up that rest of that branch up there and get that branch finished. It's starting to get loud around my house because I waited until too late to get this filmed, but we were having fun playing games and I didn't want to interrupt that time to come in and film. That is the nice thing about, you know, doing this kind of on your own schedule, so that I have the freedom to do that, to be like, okay, I'm busy doing this particular thing right now. I will come back, and as long as it all gets done, it's all good, right? So fill in the Z's. Is that all the Z's? I think so. Now I can do the E's, or not, yeah, E's. I keep feeling like I should run out of some of these colors at some point because I feel like I'm getting low on some of them, but once I dump them out, it feels like I have plenty, so maybe it's just my imagination. Isn't that funny how your brain works sometimes? You get the same amount of drills, but on one color I'm like, oh no, I'm going to run out. And another color I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. My husband was watching TV today and watching people building their off-grid homes in various places, because that's what my husband and I want to do. And just watching some of the stuff that they're going through, it's like, ugh. Hopefully we plan better than some of these people. I mean, I know some of it is, like, it wouldn't be, if it all went smooth, it wouldn't be on TV, because who wants to watch that, right? Everybody wants the drama. Oh, are they going to get it done in time? Are they not going to get it done in time? Is it going to snow before they can get everything finished? Chances are on TV, yes. Because if it all goes smoothly and there's no problems, there's no conflict, people get bored, right? I'm sure my husband's going to, well, you guys are going to be seeing this on Wednesday, so we probably will have spent Tuesday evening watching football again. We spent Monday evening watching football. We spent Sunday evening watching football. He was in heaven there for a while because they were playing the Canadian League and the American League, so he was watching both of them. But Canadian football is over now. They had their Grey Cup, so he's done watching that. But we still have, of course, NFL football, so he's been watching that. The Formula One season is over, so he doesn't have that to watch anymore. So we're going to be watching, ooh, hopefully we'll get to see another episode of Oak Island. And we keep meaning to watch and have missed. There's a new series on the History Channel that Morgan Freeman is narrating called, I think, Great Escapes. And it's about prison escapes. So the first one was about Alcatraz, of course. The second one was a prison whose name escapes me at the moment. Was another escape. And I think that one, like 7 people escaped. The third one was about El Chapo and his escape and subsequent recapture. And we haven't watched any of them since then. We keep forgetting because it comes on right after my Oak Island show. But generally, we're going to be getting ready for work the next day, so we don't watch it. And I keep forgetting about it when we're looking for things to watch. Oh, there's an E that I missed. I have some RPG shows that I watch on YouTube and Twitch, and they are all off until the end of the year now. Everybody's taking, of course, this week off because it's Christmas. So I don't have those shows to watch. So it's been kind of slim pickings for me this week. So I guess it's been okay that my husband is watching a lot of football. It means I get diamond painting done, which is something I needed to do anyway. So it's all good, right? You know, everybody's getting close to being done with the Advent projects that I've been following. I've been seeing so many cute kind of Christmas, winter-themed diamond paintings that people are doing on Instagram. And I asked you guys about your, top 10, top whatever diamond painting companies for a project that I'm going to be doing next year. And I had mentioned Treasure Studios Art, and somebody mentioned that they had increased their prices. And so I went to go take a look because I haven't purchased anything from them for literally a year. The 3 canvases that I bought from them, I bought Black Friday of 2020. And actually they were my second or third kind of big diamond painting purchase. I bought some stuff from Diamond Art Club on Black Friday as well. And I can't remember if I bought some stuff from Dreamer Designs on Black Friday or not of 2020. I might have, I don't remember. But so I haven't bought anything from Treasure Studios Art since then. And so I went back and I was like, oh, well, have they raised their prices? Well, it wouldn't surprise me. Shipping is horrendously expensive right now. And as far as I'm aware, they're still offering international shipping. So I don't know if that had something to do with them raising their prices. But I went back and looked at the paintings that I had purchased. And I keep track on a spreadsheet of, when I purchased them and how much I paid. So I went back and looked. And I want to say there's like a $9 or a $10 difference in the prices that I paid versus what they're charging now for the same kits. Now, I know they've made changes to their kits, so I don't know if that has something to do with it as well. I don't know if it's just the shipping, but they have raised prices. So I think I'm glad I bought when I did. I do like, that they license their artwork. I don't love that they're in Australia because I'm in the US, and so it takes forever to get things. And they have some nice stuff. They have a couple of artists that I really like that I would, you know, buy a couple of their paintings. In fact, there's been a couple of times that I've almost purchased some things from them and ended up not doing it because I was just like, well, it's going to take so long to get here and it is so expensive, and so maybe I'll just wait. And then I would end up, you know, buying from someplace else or whatever. Because it's much easier for me, you know, to spend relatively the same amount of money with either Diamond Art Club or Dreamer Designs or Craftably or somebody, and I'm going to get it much faster than I'm going to get something from, you know, Treasure Studios Art. Now, I haven't tried, somebody also mentioned Uniquely Yours Down Under, and I have seen their stuff, and I've been on her website because I like Josephine Wall, and I know she carries a lot of Josephine Wall things, but I haven't ordered anything from them. And again, my hesitation before in doing that was because they are in Australia, and you know, you just shipping, how long shipping takes is kind of a crapshoot right now. You never know how long something is going to take to get to you. And again, you know, for the same amount of money, I could get something that was going to get to me much, much faster. And so generally that's what happened. So they're still on my, you know, want to try list, but, and then there's that part of me too that's like, well, if I'm going to order something from them, I feel like I should order, you know, more than one thing to make it worth my while to pay the shipping and, you know, wait however long it's going to take for it to get here and whatnot. So then that just makes it even more expensive. So we'll see. Maybe things with shipping will settle down here after the first of the year and things will kind of go, you know, without everyone doing all of the holiday stuff, maybe things won't be quite so crazy. I can hope anyway. That's one of the things I wanted to do today that's still kind of on my to-do list that I haven't gotten done, and that was I wanted to send out some more, well, I wanted to at least package up some more random acts of kindness today. It's late enough now that I don't know if I'm going to get to it today. If not, I'll do it tomorrow, but I would like to get some more packaged up and mailed out before Christmas on Saturday. Don't know if I'll make it, but that's a goal anyway. Right? It's always good to have goals. Okay, I think I have R's and one-offs left that I've missed here and there. So I missed an S. Let me just fill that in. I'm just dipping into the pot for these because I've just missed one of each of them. Missed a question mark. I missed an E. And then I think at that point all I have left are R's. So let me fill in the R's and then we'll see if I can find any holes. I'm not seeing any except for these, but could be like the other day where I saw one after I was done filming and realized I'd missed a spot. Because that's the way it always goes, isn't it? You think it looks good, and then after you've posted your pic or something, you're like, oh, there's a giant hole right there. Why didn't I see that? Okay, running my fingers over it. I don't see any gaping errors, so I'm going to call that good. So let me move all of this and zoom out so you guys can see. So just kind of finished up the branches and some leaves there. So let me, is that not quite? Okay, that gets everything in it for you. Okay, so you can see again, we finished up all of the little pieces of the bird. We've got this tree branch in between them. The moon kind of behind this bird. So tomorrow we will be at our penultimate section, and we will do number 23, which will finish our last corner, and then we will have our last Advent section ready to go. This is turning out so cool, you guys. I hope you're having as much fun doing it as watching it as I am doing it. And I hope you're enjoying this video. If you did, don't forget to do all the things on your way out. Give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.